What is going on YouTube? Today we are back with another video. We have a pair of Cactus Jack 4s again. This pair is a lot dirtier than the first pair we did, and it's also a lot less faded than the first pair we did. So you guys see these need some suede work, they need some paint work, icing. There is dirt like all over the shoe, not heavy dirt, but there is dirt all around, some scratches and stuff like that. We just want to go ahead and make these look as brand new as possible, so let's just get straight right into it. Alright guys, to begin the cleaning, I'm going to be using some cold water with some Rejuvenator. I'm going to be using their medium textured brush. I already have the laces removed, so I'm just going to begin by starting at the tongue, making my way all the way around. Then we're going to switch over to the stiff texture brush to clean up the midsole and the complete outsole as well. Now when I dip my brush in the solution, I'm shaking out most of the excess water because we don't want to oversaturate the suede. I'm just going to begin up here and start scrubbing. Now obviously as we begin to wet the shoes, they're going to turn a different color. It's going to get darker. But as you can see on the brush, there's no blue, which means there's no color bleeding. It's just getting darker just because it's wet. Now after every little portion I clean, I'm going to use my microfiber cloth and I'm going to press on it. I'm not going to really rub it in, nothing like that. I'm just going to press on it to dry it up as much as I can. And this is going to help with water staining and just getting the soap out, because you don't want the soap to stay in the material either. Okay guys, now that we have the uppers all cleaned up, I'm going to switch over to my stiff texture brush with the same exact solution. And we're just going to go ahead, start from this side, make our way around the entire sole. Alright, now that I've done the general cleaning, I'm going to go ahead and put these inside of my ice box to dry. I'm not going to lie, they look kind of cool like this, but I'm going to put them inside of my ice box to dry. If you don't have an ice box, just leave them in a well-ventilated area. I probably wouldn't dry these underneath direct sunlight. Probably put them outside, but not underneath direct sunlight. Just put it somewhere where there's a lot of airflow, and they can just dry properly. Alright guys, at this point, I'm just using Leather Preparing Deglazer, some cotton rounds. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down the icy area. Pretty much, this is just going to help us get the soles as clean as possible. Okay guys, so now here I have some 1500 grit sandpaper. You guys see we have this like deep scratch here pretty much. So I'm just gonna use this sandpaper to just go over it and just smooth all of it out. Now if you need to, you can go lower, you can go higher, whatever you need to do to go ahead and get the color looking right again. And yes, it fades the area around it, but that's what we have mink oil for. Alright, now I'm going to be using a suede eraser. Just to go ahead, like around the shoe, there's like these scratches like right here and right here. So I'm just gonna use the suede eraser to go over those marks. You guys can see the suede eraser gets that done really nicely. And like I said, we just mink oil over it and have everything looking the right shade again. Alright guys, so I've taped off the entire midsole. We're gonna be painting the white on. I did it pretty precise. Took a little while, but we're gonna go ahead and do it to the next shoe, and then we're gonna begin the painting. All right, guys. At this point, I'm gonna begin painting the midsole using flat white Angelus paint. This is the brush I'm going to be using. Just gonna get a decent amount. I'm not gonna record the whole repaint, but just pretty much showing you guys how I have it all taped up. Taking my brush, and when you're painting white, it takes like many coats. It's probably gonna take about 10 coats. Maybe a little more. You guys can see how the white goes on. It's still showing that tan behind it, so it's gonna take a couple of coats, but pretty simple. I'm just gonna go around the whole thing, and I'll show you guys when it's finished. All right, guys. So I just finished color matching this foot of the Travis Scott. You can't even tell where I painted, but the midsole on this pair is like a different shade due to more damage, I guess. So I'm just gonna build off the color I already have. So I used uni blue. I added some light gray in there, and I added a tad bit of black to get the color I have now. And I think I'm just going to add some more uni blue to it to go ahead and end up matching this one. So if I use the color I have right now, here's how it looks. Yeah. Here's how it looks on the shoe. And then when I dry it up with the heat gun, it does blend in pretty well. So I'm just going to keep going, and then I'm going to let you guys know when I get the color I need. Alright guys, at this point I'm just going to be conditioning the kicks now. I'm using some Angelus mink oil. You can go ahead, I'm going to spray it all over. And then I'm just using my soft texture brush to go ahead and brush it all in. Alright guys, the shoes are completely finished. Everything came out super clean. The midsole repaint came out super clean. The paint touch-ups, bottoms, everything just came out how I expected it to come out. So if you guys want this treatment done to your own sneakers, DM me on Instagram at DreStorations. If you have any questions or concerns, drop a comment or DM me. I'm always happy to help. And most importantly, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.